Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinny Cool, and this is Gems of War. And today I have a red Guild Wars team for ya. And I know a lot of y'all have probably already done red, but this one's interesting because it's my own team that I built. No help from anybody else, just kind of went to red, made my own team. Skull Spam team score super high, was undefeated for a very long time, like 25-0 at some point. It has lost since then. I think the last two Guild Wars or so, it lost one or two each time. But overall, its record is pretty good. Like, this team is around, I would say, 35 and, whatever, 33 and 2 or something like that, or maybe 32 and 3, something like that. It's really, really good. It scores high, and it's hard to kill. And you won't see it anywhere else. And if you do, it's my team, and they copied me. So, all red. PlayStation has red today. So, if you haven't done your battles yet, you could use this team. I know PC already had red, like on Wednesday or something, but save this team for the future. They're not expecting it. It's unexpected. Most people probably use Zul'Goth or something on red day. I don't know. But I like the Skull Spam teams. I like to come up with my own thing. This is in 2 times, by the way, in the first couple battles, just to not make the video super long. I do show you the final 2 battles in regular speed, because they're the most interesting. Actually, this one right here is pretty interesting because I lose my Shegra, and then I have to summon in, and I actually get a good summon, so watch this one right here. Alright, we got Shegra, Flail of Guard, Hatiran Scroll, and the Miraji Queen. So the idea is we're all elementals. We're using Elementalist. So everybody's starting with 50% mana. And as you can see there, they got their conversion, they got their Zul'Goth, they instant killed my Shegra. I was kind of nervous, but I know the whole point of this team is a lot of summoning. Very high potential damage, high looping potential, and lots of summoning. So we got, we had Shegra, Flail of Guard, Hatiran Scroll, the Miraji Queen. So first thing you're looking for is to get up Shegra or your Flail. So we're doubling up on red, brown, those those banners. And you'll see the, I'll put the team code at the very end if you want this specific banner, but it's some sort of double red, brown, or double red, yellow, something like that. I want to get the Shegra or the Flail up as quick as possible. We got, so after you do that, we're using Elementalist. So any 4 or 5 gem match, we're trying to get them all entangled and frozen and everything. We get a freeze at the start of battle. That's kind of like, if you get a good freeze, if they're using like Flaming Oni, for example, and you get a freeze on Flaming Oni and now they're frozen on 3 different colors, that's a good freeze. If you freeze them on one of their empowered troops that doesn't use the color that they convert into and it isn't going to help at all, then that's a bad freeze. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get lucky a little bit at the beginning with your freeze. Like here I froze Yao Gui, which was perfect. He uses red and green. They're trying to hurry up and get their Yao Gui up with the red converters there. But anyway. Get up your Flail or get up your Shegra. And you're looking for conversions the entire time, so you got to be really looking. Shegra turns red to skull, and also makes more red before that. So it'll make some more red, and then turn red to skull. So it doesn't always have to have perfect alignment. If you get it close, you can take a risk every once in a while. It also like burns and does double damage to burning or something, so it's a really good first slot. It's not like a real good tank, but it's good for doing skull damage. Then we have a bunch of summons in case it goes down. Flail of Guard is just there because it's a red weapon. It's using yellow, which we don't use yet. It will summon in a knight, which is more of a tank than any other typing I can think of. And as you saw earlier, it summoned in Sir Quentin Hadley, who was perfect for this team, turning green to skull, turning I think yellow to purple. It was perfect. I got lucky there in that second battle. But summon in a knight, which can be a tank, you can just keep summoning them back in. Then we have Hatiran Scroll, who turns yellow to Doomskull, and green to Lycanthropy. That's where most people say, nah, nope, not doing it. Hatiran Scroll, Lycanthropy, nope, Lycanthropy, no way, Jose. No way, Jose. Lycanthropy, no way. That's where most people say, nah. But it works, dude. It works. I don't think anything on our team can be lycanthropied except for maybe the Shegra and the Miraji Queen or something. It's not that bad. And most of the time, you're only doing it when you have alignment. You're not just casting it all willy-nilly. I love to say that phrase. So you're looking for alignment. Then you're casting it. Then they're getting lycanthropy on them. And yeah, later on, maybe it'll come back to you, but you're already way in the lead. You're not casting the Hatiran Scroll on the first cast, and then they're not hitting you back with Lycanthropy that early. So if anything, you're casting it later in the battle, and maybe they will turn into a beast and it'll screw up their team. It's not going to really affect you. You're going to either be way out ahead, or it's not going to matter. They're going to hit Hatir and Scroll, who can't be Lycanthropy. Mirage Queen, mostly there for the 50% start. It's also red, and it'll turn green to Skull. So you see how we have all these different bases covered? We can make red into Skull. We could turn yellow into Skull. We could turn green into Skull. We could turn green into purple, which will get us back up. Get Hatir and Scroll back up. It gets its own self back up. And then the Flail blows up blue, which our bottom two troops both use blue. And then it summons in. Also, Hatir and Scroll summons when you cast it. It'll summon like Winter Wolves or something like that. I can't remember. I think Winter Wolves. Which multiples if you need them. And then our Elementalist to tie them up and everything. So we have multiple summons, lots of conversion, and you can keep it on your turn. Loopy, nice and loopy. Lycanthropy, the enemy. It's fun. It works. So here's the final battle against the Paragon Eros Stormforge. Shout out. Shout out to Eros Stormforge. What's up, dude? See you tomorrow. But yeah, this is my buddy Trey, I think. Seal the deal. I'm pretty sure, right? This is you, right, bro? About 99% sure that's Trey. But if I'm wrong, I know he's in Seal the Deal, and I think he uses that name. He definitely doesn't use Trey as his name on the game. So I'm pretty sure this is Trey right here. Long time choir member and friend. And he plays EverQuest with me and everything. My duo right now. So I'm ended up facing him. He's the Paragon, which, hey, good job, dude. Freaking Paragon of a top 20 guild in bracket 3. That's the man right there. But we got a face-off right now. So my team versus his team. And he's on defense. It's the AI. It's not like he can control anything. I'm just hoping I can get the win here. Didn't even know he was the Paragon. I forgot he was in this guild. We get our Shegra up. That's what I'm looking for. And then you're looking to see, is there a bunch of skulls next to red? Is there something I can work with here? I decided no, it's not good enough. I'm pretty sure. If I cast it, I'm going to be surprised. Right, so I took red. I'm trying to get up the flail. Once again, I'm looking. It looks okay now. If you have a little bit of skulls next to red, you can go for it sometimes. Because you're going to put some more red on the board. And then you're going to turn them to skull. So you have a chance, even if it doesn't have perfect alignment to get an extra turn. As long as there's a lot of different red next to skulls, you could create a red that makes the extra turn and then turns to skulls. So keep that in mind with the Shegra. You don't always have to have perfect alignment. You just have to have close alignment, like at least 3. In a couple different spots, hopefully. A bunch of red next to a bunch of skulls. Even if you turn the red immediately into skulls and it doesn't get an extra turn, you're going to put more red on first and then it's going to do it. So sometimes it'll be fine. The flail is there. You just flail it when you don't have a conversion. So sometimes you'll hear me when I'm doing this live, I say, just going to flail it. Because I don't have red, I don't have yellow to Doom Skull, I don't have green to Doom Skull. If I don't have any conversions, just flail it. And then you're looking for the yellow to Doom Skull. You're looking for the don't forget to look for the green to purple. It says green to Lycanthropy, but that means green to purple, which is good. Then the Mirage Queen, mostly there for the 50% start, because we are turning green into purple. We're denying its green for it to turn into Doomskull, but it's there in case that happens too. Like if for some reason you don't get the Hatir and Scroll, and you happen to get the Mirage Queen first, go for it. Green to Skull. We got 9,601 points. That's like almost as high as you can get. That's a really high score. I even lost a troop and summoned one back in. So that shows that doesn't matter that much. That I lost Shegra. I summoned back in Circuit and Hadley. And I still got over 9,600 points. So as long as you summon something back in, maybe it ups your score a little bit. And makes up for you losing that troop. Because they instant killed it too. So if they would have skull damage down my first slot, and then I would have summoned something back in, I would have lost some points. But since they instant killed it, they didn't gain much points because they didn't get the points for doing all that damage. Because it's an instant kill. But anyway, here comes the team code. I went over 9,600. I've only lost once this week. This team was undefeated for a long time. It's no longer undefeated, but it's still really good, and you won't see it anywhere else. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel. Comment below. Just be careful. Look for those conversions, and flail it if you don't have anything. Peace.